Patience, timing. The sport of snowboarding is inviting, but a lot of it starts really ground roots and kind of at that base level.
There's a lot of ways to get into a sport. You don't have to be a pro snowboarder. You don't have to be the 1%er to really enjoy and be passionate about what you do for a living.
For a lot of kids, they get out of school and they're looking to shoot. I'm going to get right into product management, or I'm going to be a sales manager and stuff. And in reality, it's paying those dues the first couple of years, doing the customer service or working retail, but not giving up on it. If you really want to do it, pursue it, and somewhere along the lines, something's going to fall in the right place and make it happen.
Passion and persistence, I'd say. Just following your passion, whether it be, whatever sport it is, and attending, industry events and sporting events, and just really immersing yourself in that. And then, yes, you will be meeting tons of people, networking, make friends. And honestly, I think making friends and networking is more important than a degree sometimes.
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. Do things that you're passionate about. If you're worried about making money, it's probably not the right way to go. If you're worried about being passionate and learning and being open, it's a pretty great experience. And there's money to be made, and what has to happen is when you're following your passions, then you also have to start becoming passionate about the business if you want to be successful in that regard. A lot of folks don't take the time to learn that side of the business, and so you can be a great team manager, you can be a great photographer and so on, but when it comes to the business side, you also got to do the work there. And sometimes that means going to school, sometimes that means coming up through being a rep, but
take any job that you can that's in the industry you love. So if you want to work at a resort as a resort manager, be a lifty, right? And then try to learn how your boss does his job and then move up the chain. You're not going to start out as the owner of the resort, right? So wash dishes or whatever you have to do and hustle, bring your A game all the time. That way you have a chance to move up and not, instead of being stuck in the same job all the time. So.
Just like I said before, you have to have that passion. You have to follow your dreams and really believe in yourself. And your subconscious mind is an incredible thing. If you just think positively and believe in yourself and keep that way, I guarantee good things will come into your life. And meditation in the morning. Wake up and meditate.
Don't overthink it. Just focus on what you want to do. If anyone gives you a hard time, use it as fuel to really prove them wrong, and just keep focused on where you want to be and move forward. You'll get there.
If you want to work for a manufacturer, a really good way to start is to start at the retail level, because what'll happen there is it's an easier job to get into. You start selling the product. And what that does, it opens you up to the reps. Reps come in, they're selling the product, you meet them, then they'll take you under their wing, you'll become a tech rep, and then from there you just kind of work your way up. So, and then you have to kind of decide if you want to go the rep way or the more of the sales in-house direction. So it's kind of two different avenues, it seems. So
you have to stay linked to your passion. You have to do it for more reasons than wanting to make a dollar, because there are a lot of other industries it's easier to make money in. You've got to want to really be out there for the love of the sport and for the love of continuing the progression of the sport so that it keeps you in for the long haul. And at that level, then you'll be happy with whatever degree of success or not success that you have, just because you're doing something you're enjoying. And I think that's probably the key.
You're doing it because you love snowboarding or you love the sport that you're in. So just keep doing it and then keep working as hard as you can and do your best. That's all I can really say.
Stick to what you believe in. Don't let people tell you what to do. And if people tell you that you're doing things wrong, just stick to your gut and how you want to do things, and surround yourself with people who are motivated and passionate and who share the same drive that you do.
Follow your heart. If you love the sport, find a way to make it happen. Entrepreneurial spirit, get with a brand, intern with some companies possibly, and really find out where your niche is. There's artists, there's people making t-shirts, manufacturing. There's a lot of ways to get into a sport. You don't have to be a pro snowboarder. You don't have to be the 1%er to really enjoy and be passionate about what you do for a living. So follow your heart, do what you love.
I got into what I do through an internship, and so my advice would be to get an internship, to not be discouraged by no. You will get consider every no one step closer to getting a yes, and just take every moment to go after what you want. Don't settle with sticking into a cubicle and doing things you don't love.